Wow, first properly hot day of the year, and I'm having to rush like crazy. And I just got back from a run, so I'm boiling hot as well. And luckily enough, today's video was going to be all about making a video on the fly. So I suppose it's fitting that I'm in a rush. V has just been dropped at the hospital. She's seeing the bone and joint doctors, whose name I can't remember. I keep calling them ornithologists, and they're not ornithologists. Not orthopedic, or... oh, I can't remember. Anyway, she's seeing those, and I am shooting and making a video in the hour or so that I'll have, maybe less, and I'm also going to try and grab a coffee, of course. And this is all made possible by the advancement in cameras principally, but also, quite critically, mobile computing, let's call it. I've always wanted a mobile way to edit and do admin and stuff like that. Well, the admin side of things has been possible for a while now, thanks to the wonder that is tablets. Even mobile phones, actually. You can get a surprisingly large amount of admin done with one of those. The problem is that editing it's quite a hefty job for a phone or tablet to do. And yet, that backpack I've got, I could not easily put a laptop in there. Maybe if I'd bought a smaller laptop, but I have a 15-inch MacBook Pro, which is, unfortunately, too big. Now, I have got myself a Samsung S7, Tab S7 Plus, I think it's called, with the keyboard, which is cool. You know, the keyboard is a really helpful addition. It magnetically locates. It certainly makes it much more of a viable work machine. Certainly from an admin point of view, it's essential. Otherwise, it just takes ages to do everything. I'm not a big fan of typing on my phone. I find it to be very slow, very inaccurate. It's not the one for me. Yeah, it's quite pretty down here actually by the canal. Yeah. This is basically just down the hill from where the hospital is. Whew. My arm's starting to ache though, holding this camera out. Uh-oh. It's a bumpy bit. For a while though, phones and tablets have been getting faster and faster and faster. Been wondering what it is people think these mobile devices are going to actually use all that raw power and speed for. It seems unnecessary quite often. Right, I think it's time that I put the camera down and show you what I'm talking about. It's a 12.4-inch screen. Now, Samsung have actually just released a moment ago the S8 Ultra and the Tab S8 sort of line, which are like their next step up. But I think for my uses, the limiting factor here is actually software. All right, that was, oh, hang on a minute. It's terrible, I can't work like this at all. There we go. Slightly better, I still can't see anything, but at least now hopefully you guys can see me. So, yeah, that was quite fortuitous. I just bumped into somebody who's going to buy one of my old cameras that I've been meaning to stick on eBay. So, yay! Right, let's have a look at this tablet. Just happen to have it with me, being that that is the entire point of being able to get stuff done on the go. So, here it is. Just It's not too big, not too small. It does weigh quite a lot. It's got the magnetically attached keyboard cover on it at the moment. See, just goes together nice and easily like that. Got a little kickstand. One of the things I really like about this particular laptop, not laptop, sorry, Freudian slip, is DeX. DeX is brilliant. Let's see if I can. I don't think DeX is going to work actually with the screen recorder, so give me one sec. So if I do a Command W on here, brings up Samsung DeX. And the reason Samsung DeX is awesome, when it loads, separate windows, baby, awesome. Also it works with the S Pen, so I can use it to make pretty pictures. Oh look, all the stuff I've forgotten to talk about. Laptops are definitely too bulky sometimes, and they're also not quite robust enough. That's how I always feel. I mean, I am ridiculously protective over my MacBook Pro, and it's nice that I'm not anything like as protective over this tablet. But can it work for me from an editing point of view? Well, it should have the horsepower. I'm trying to do 4K videos, and that can be an issue. I need to try and keep the videos as short as possible, which I'm sure is not a bad thing in general. But what this does is it enables me to, go somewhere on the bike and make a video, or if I'm going away for the weekend, I don't have to take the whole laptop with me. It is quite a game changer. And over the years, my vlogging kit has evolved. It's improved. Quite often it's got smaller and lighter, but the editing side of things has not really kept pace, because it's still basically just a big old clunky laptop. I bought this tablet quite a while ago actually from Currys. Yes, I know, don't judge me, but it did mean that I could sort of actually see the thing in person before I bought it and get an idea as to how likely it was to work. And as I've had it for a while, I have tried shooting and editing, well, editing, I don't shoot the videos on the tablet obviously, but editing them, and I've had mixed results. I think it's mainly to do with software for me. I've tried loads of different stuff, including, well, PowerDirector is the one I'm giving a go, so this video is going to be edited with PowerDirector on this tablet. LumaFusion is apparently going to be released for Android devices some point this year, we hope, fingers crossed. It's in beta now, like a closed beta, so I don't have it and can't use it, but hopefully it will work well. Screen recorder, here we go, screen recorder. I'm going to get the mouse out because honestly, I really hate not having a mouse. It's got a little touchpad and it's okay, but it's only okay. The PC of the future, that's what we're calling this. And you can sort of minimize stuff and move this around here and oh, see? And then position your 2 notes really easily. And you can resize things as well, which is good. Not all of the apps work well with DeX, but the flexibility it gives you is just great. LumaFusion, yeah baby. Alright, so I'm going to create a new project. I want it to be 16:9 landscape. The problem I've got now is I don't actually have any footage on here, so bear with me a second. Get the cable out. So this is the kind of thing I quite like doing. Just sort of fiddling with gadgets. I mean, who doesn't like a good gadget? I've copied it across now. Sorry about the background noise. It's just what happens when you're out and about. Lots of footage. Okay, it did take about 15 minutes to copy it all across, but I guess that's what happens when you shoot in 4K. I'm telling you, software is the problem. Otherwise this would be fine. Right, Bee's back at the car. I've just unlocked it remotely using the app for her. I love that sort of thing. But that does mean I need to pack this up now and go back and meet her, and we're going to have some lunch, and maybe I'll get some more opportunity to do a little bit more work on this. And I'm here. Managed to get into the car then. have I mentioned how awesome that bike is? Also, how awesome the app is and the fact that I can just open the car remotely. That was quite handy, wasn't it? Right, let's get cracking. Okay, I'm just going to tip the bike out of the back of the car at home because otherwise it'll have to sit in the heat, and I don't like to leave batteries sitting in hot cars. It's not good for them. I'm gonna ask Tesla to have a look at this rear latch because it does do that sometimes. It kind of beeps and fails to come up on its own. Easy to wheel this bike, which is handy. Lunchtime, and I am good and hungry now. Working lunch. One of the advantages of having a mobile office. Yep. If the software was better, this would be amazing. It's already great for things that don't require editing. Like if you want to do sort of graphic design or something like that, tablets are, I think they're basically the way to go these days for a lot of people. The S Pen that this comes with, which is just sort of hidden on the back here, there's a little tab and it's just under here. It magnetically locates and charges under there. That's brilliant. You can use that to sort of, you know, do your well, that's what I use for those mind maps that I do. And you know, obviously I'm not a graphic designer, but if I was, it would work really well. What are we up to here? Oh wow, I've already imported almost 18 minutes worth of footage, and I'm still shooting. The reflections on this screen really are appalling. You can see how it is possible. I mean, I've just done a little bit here, and it's quite possible to get real work done with this machine. Now time to pack up and head on home with a nice full stomach, and maybe sit in the garden, which is also something which I would be hesitant to do with my laptop. Mainly, one of the problems with using the laptop when it's not plugged in is image editing uses a huge amount of, or video editing uses a huge amount of processing power and therefore a huge amount of electricity, which when you're using a battery powered device is often a bit of a problem. Whereas with sort of tablets and phones, because they are designed to be used on battery basically all the time, it means that everything seems to be quite a lot better optimized for that use case, which is great. Certainly I can edit for far longer on my tablet than I could on my laptop, although it does also take me a bit longer to do stuff on the tablet, so there is that. But you know, that's mainly a software problem, and Bea is being very patient. I did warn her it would be a bit of a working lunch today, but she wanted to come out. It's beautiful weather, so I mean that's the advantage, isn't it? Bit of flexibility. Right, in the garden, finish off my editing. Well, not quite finish it off, because obviously I need this clip in order to finish it. Yeah, there's obviously some ways to go between closing the gap on having a portable laptop tablet combo that can really do like proper serious editing. But it's mainly, I think, software rather than the hardware. It's just going to be a case of me having to be a bit patient, and hopefully LumaFusion will be awesome and will be available in the near future. Hopefully by the end of the year. I've certainly quite enjoyed the problem-solving side of trying to work out how to have a fully mobile vlog. Certainly from a mobility point of view and from an admin point of view, this tablet just completely replaces the laptop. I barely ever open it now. I can do all the admin, emails, research, planning, accounts, all just gets done on the laptop, on the tablet. I hope you've all enjoyed today's video. If you have, remember to leave a like and share it and subscribe. If you haven't already, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description. Also want to say a massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. And I will see you all in the next episode of my vlog. Bye.